Hello, it's Emily Kapura, founder of Balance and Thrive and author of the book Happiness Happens. And I wanted to talk with you today about a question that I'm often asked, and that is being a positive person required for happiness? And the short answer to that is no, but not being consumed by negativity is, right? And so if you live a life and all you see is the negative and what's wrong and what's not working, it's going to be really hard to be happy, right? Because you don't see any of the joy or the happiness that exists. And so that feels really hard. But do you have to be positive and sunshiny and everything's great all of the time? No, absolutely not. And I think there's this misconception that positivity and positive thinking is a framework where you don't experience real life, right? And life is hard and messy and complicated sometimes. And positivity and happiness is not about negating those very real experiences that you're having, right? You've got to feel those. And if you're sad, you're sad. If you're pissed off, you're pissed off. If you're having a bad day, you're having a bad day. And you don't have to force yourself to positive think your way through that. You're allowed to feel exactly how you feel, but there is a decision that you have to make at some point that says, I'm not going to stay here forever, right? I'm not going to be stuck in this experience that I'm having. And that doesn't mean that experience no longer exists for you. It just means it doesn't consume you anymore. It just means that it's not the end all be all, right? It's not the only experience that you get to have. And one of the things that a lot of people don't realize is that the good and the bad can coexist together. It doesn't have to be one or the other, right? Shit can hit the fan and you can still go for a walk outside and relax and take a few deep breaths. You can have a really crap day at work and still come home to your kid running up to you, super excited to see you, right? You can be struggling financially, but still able to do something special for your best friend's birthday. It's not one or the other. And I think we get in the mindset a lot of times that if something's hard, it just becomes all consuming, right? And it sucks the life right out of us. And so the key here is to be able to make the decision, to make the choice that that's not going to be the only thing, right? And so once you make that decision, you start to let the light in a little bit and you shift into a framework where you start to see what is working in your life. And you start to focus some attention there, right? Like this thing sucks and this is also really great, okay? And this is working. And it's that choice, that willingness to see both where, the framework expands and you don't have to Pollyanna your way through life in order to be happy, right? You get to have the real life struggles, where you're running around doing a million different things, or you're freaking tired because you haven't slept in 2 years, or, somebody that you love is sick or in the hospital. Like those things, you can't positive think your way through those things, right? They're hard and they're allowed to be hard, but they're not your only experience. And in order to have happiness in your life, you've got to allow both to coexist for you. And you've got to make that decision that it's okay that both coexist, that you're allowed to do that. And then when you can, you just start to focus on what's working. The sun is shining, my legs are working, I woke up and I'm breathing today. Those are all really important things. And we have to really bring it back down to the basics to just let that pinprick of positivity of what's working flow in. And again, it doesn't have to take over, okay? You can have both. There's room for both. That's like the crazy thing about the human experience is that there's room for all of it inside of you and in your life. And when we can embrace the messiness of life, then we give ourselves the opportunity to have the whole range of experiences that come with that. And it allows us to not get stuck in the times that are hard, and to keep on moving and to be able to have kind of this consistent thread of being able to have room for both, where you can have happiness and you can have joy and you can have things that you're grateful for and appreciating in your life, and you can also have something that's really tough that you're dealing with. So I hope that helps you get some insight into how you can have some more happiness in your life. So challenge yourself today to think about or to really see what's working. And a great way to do that is to either snap pictures or have a journal and just start writing things down. Anything that is working for you. Oh, I'm on my way to work and my car turned on. That's working, right? Oh, daffodils are starting to bloom because it's spring. That's really pretty. Cool. You know, the sun is shining. I got to take my dog for a walk. I met a friend for happy hour. All of those things are things that are working. And we can even bring it back to a more basic level, which is anything in your body that's working. You know, if you're watching this video, or you're seeing me talk, you're hearing me talk, that means your eyes and your ears are working, or, you know, your heart is beating, right? So really challenge yourself today to pay attention to the things that are working in your life and allow that information to trickle in, and really remind yourself that there is room for both. It's not either or. And I think that's the most important decision that you ever make in order to create a life that feels happy, okay? In order to have happiness, be willing to see that something can be hard and there can be really good things. So I hope you have a wonderful day. I'd love to hear what's working in your life. So feel free to drop a comment and let me know. And I will talk to you again soon. Bye.